What's going on, everybody? Rogue Hero here. So, bringing back the green screen for this video. Smash this like button. Let's get this video up to 500 likes. That'd be awesome. So, in today's video, as you guys already can see, when you saw the mother effing title, Best Rogue Decks for March 2022. So, there's a regionals at the end of this month. So, catch me guys at the regionals. Also, be sure to check out my sponsors down below to pick up something if you guys are going to build any of these decks today. I got 7% off discount code through Yugioh Mint. I got a TCG player, and I got an Imperial Duelist discount. So you guys want to support your boy and support the movement, hit the description down below. Also, subscribe for more. Now, Rogue decks. There's a lot of decks in this format that's good, man. I would definitely argue there's probably cheaper meta decks you can build versus building a Rogue deck. Like, a great example of a cheap, kind of consistent meta deck, in my opinion, is Solomon Grace, which I believe I included, if my memories serve me correctly, on my last Rogue deck video. But that deck's kind of meta because people are running it. So in this video, I'm going to be trying to talk about decks that people aren't really utilizing like that. So I'm just going to shoot straight into the video, man. Starting with number 5, my favorite deck, Hero. Now, 5 is not better than 1. 1 is not better than 5. All these decks are really good. But the reason why I have Heroes on this list at 5 in general, because Hero is a solid deck. Now, I had held this format finding a consistent list, but with that being said, I think I found a pretty good list. My game 1 is really strong. Game 2 and 3 with Heroes is always lacking because people are always going to have a Nibiru, Dark Rule no more. Some people that are running Forbidden Chalice have the Forbidden Chalice, and it's really nasty and can hurt the Hero deck, especially if they're running things like Lightning Storm as well. However, a lot of decks in the metagame still can't handle Dark Law. They still struggle with DP. And Heroes can consistently turn 1 make Dark Law, DPE. And if you guys are running Plasma in your main deck like I am, you guys can run Plasma as well to add some extra negation. So if you get Scythe Lock, you can bring out Plasma. Now, personally, I'm not liking Plasma like that anymore. I might take it out of my main deck. However, with that being said, Heroes is a top contender because Dark Law floodgates most of the metagame. Then going into game 2 and 3, you can side deck things like Solemn Judgment, for example, which can help you against cards like Dark Rule no more. You guys know this channel is called Rogue Hero, and honestly, Heroes is my favorite deck, and I think I've proven that the deck is still viable. So, coming to this at number 4, Earth Machine. Now, Earth Machines, in my opinion, is one of those decks that it's just going to get better as time goes on. Like my buddy Charles, shout out to him, he let me know about this new Earth support that's coming out. I forgot what they're called, but they're fairies. And the new fairy support is going to allow Earth Machines to get up there in the metagame. It might even turn the deck into a tier 1.5, borderline tier 1 deck. Earth Machines have good recursion, they can span the field, they can board wipe. The only problem is, like Heroes, they kind of have an issue with getting their summons negated. Most Earth Machine decks are running things like Machina Gear Frame. They're also running a lot of things like the Machina Toolbox Engine to just search their deck and fuel their grab and make the train. They do a lot with little to no resources, and they can OTK like crazy. I like the deck, and I have it on my list because the sky's the limit with it. There's multiple different versions you can run. You can run a skill drain version, you can run an OTK version, you can run a heavy floodgate version, something to Eldritch. There's multiple ways to skin a cat with Earth Machines, which is why I have to have it on list number 4. It's just a solid deck, really good, really budget, and it's a rogue. Coming to number 3, a deck that I did not think I would have included on this list, but I had included. Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's right, guys. Blue Eyes White freaking Dragon. I played earlier this month at my locals, Koala Games, and Blue Eyes showed up in full force. Now, I thought this was due to Master Duels because a lot of veteran players have been getting back into the game. However, Battle of Chaos, Blue Eyes got a lot of support. I don't know if it was Battle of Chaos or the set before that. Blue Eyes got a lot of new support. And Blue Eyes went from just a summoning alternative dragon, popping a monster and passing, to spit monster to field, spit monster to the field, make a floodgate. It does a lot, and it's pretty consistent. The only issue is it's kind of slow. However, when it works, it works. Very similar to decks like Subterra, where it takes some time to get going, and with the right hand and a perfect setup, it's a force to be reckoned with. They can also make that skill drain, which is a bonus, and they have a bunch of beast sticks. Like, bruh, they have a Graveyard Negator, they have Blue Eyes or Dragon that can spam to the field, and much more. So I had to include Blue Eyes on this list because it's a solid rogue deck. It definitely wasn't on my last list, and it's really good because the deck is just any deck that can spam the field and abuse skill drain with big monsters is a fan favorite of mine because it's budget friendly, it's good, and it's rogue. Number 2, Cyber Dragon. Now, another deck I personally didn't think I was going to include on my list until I played against it about a week ago. Literally, I didn't well, okay, I ain't gonna say I didn't know that it wasn't consistent, but Cyber Dragon has some plays. They can bring out Cyber Dragon to link off your opponent's monsters in the main monster zone. They can just do machine dupe with their little guys and do a bunch of combos. Cyber Dragon Infinity is still an Omni Negate. Amongst other things, like, man, Cyber Dragon is one of those decks that people forget about it, and then when they lose to, they're like, bro, I just lost the freaking Cyber Dragons. And there are so many different builds you can run, and with the advent of the Cyber Dragon structure that just came out, a lot of the cards got reprinted, and you get the Infinite Impermanence reprint as well, so it's relatively not that expensive to build. And the benefit of it is, it's a solid deck. It could win out of nowhere, and like Earth Machines, it has the potential to run cool tech cards like limited removal. They could just double all their attacks and it's attack for game. I don't think people are running that card in that deck. However, if I played it, I'll definitely test it out, just have some fun with it. But with that being said, man, Cyber Dragon is a solid deck, really good, really powerful. It has a lot of potential, and any deck that can just spam a floodgate, spam monsters in the field, like I said, this is good in my opinion. And the number 1, so I have Plunder Patrol, another good deck. Remember my boy Joey at Locals? The deck is really good and has tons of potential. Like, in the right hands of a right player who knows how to use the deck, it has negation, it has spamming to the field, it main decks kaijus, it main decks a lot of destruction because it's similar to, in my opinion, Plunder Patrol is a modern Dinosaurs if you know how to play the deck. And if you guys remember how Dinosaurs was back in a couple years ago, when they had Miscellaneosaurs at 3, they were running double evolution peel, they were OTKing like crazy. Plunder Patrol literally, with the right setup, can kaiju your board, break anything it can break your board with ease, spit monsters to the board, do a quick OTK, or if they can't OTK, they can really end on some monsters that can floodgate and control the field. And it's really annoying to deal with because any deck that can do all that stuff with little to no effort and recur to hand is a force to be reckoned with. It's kind of like a weird fusion of Prank Kids and Dinosaurs if you guys have not played against it. And the fact that it can main that kaijus makes things like Dark Law unviable, makes things like DPE unviable. Any scary board an opponent runs, they can just go kaiju, enter to kaiju slumber, play plunder monsters, attack for game. So, nevertheless, man, had to include Plunder Patrol in this list because it's a really solid deck to use for the current meta as a rogue deck. And like I said, if you have the right cards like the Lightning Storms and stuff like that and just go straight for the OTK, you guys definitely can. So at the end of this, man, just let me know guys what you thought about this list in the comment section down below. Like the video if you guys new here. If you want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. And also, once again, man, like, if there wasn't a rogue deck that was supposed to be on this list that you guys thought should have been on the list, let me know. Off the rip, I didn't include DDD because I don't think it's rogue. I think it's more of meta. I call DDD stuff like DDD more new meta. I didn't include things like I said, Settlement Race because I think it's meta. I personally feel like there's tons of rogue decks and tons of meta decks in the metagame, but these rogue decks I gave you guys today are just some of my best decks. All right, man, this is Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out. Peace, stay innovative. Deuces. You guys have a great rest of your day.